One of the number one things that helps people to open up is when they realize that the goal is to break the stigma surrounding addiction, and that their words, their story can help somebody else heal.
Smaller communities have a few things that they can take. Communication within the community, making sure that elected officials know the extent of the crisis and know the types of needs that a community has. That's the best way to move toward a solution.
I went from being a menace in the neighborhood or a menace in the community to some people know me as a recovering addict in the community. They know me as a positive person.
If you're battling, it doesn't mean you're weak. It doesn't mean that you're any less of a person than anybody else. I wish there was more help out there for people. And I don't know, is it necessarily a stigma of addiction or is it a stigma with the mental health aspect? You know, because people are, I don't know, if you're depressed, you're crazy, you don't want to take medicine, you know, that kind of thing. And I think if there was more help for people on that end, maybe we would see less addiction as the coping mechanism.
My addiction started from childhood, actually. When we start addressing the root cause, I think we can pull more people out of this cycle. I think as a community, we need to step forward and make sure that the services are available for everybody.
They say the therapeutic value of one addict helping another is unparalleled. That's kind of why I've gotten involved with Not One More. I really didn't start to recover until I got the opinions of a fellow addict.
I'm an alcoholic, I'm an addict. I've been in recovery for about 13 years now. I just want to let people know that people can overcome this and they can move on with their life. You know, if I show them that I can do it, then they can do it too.
Then, like I said, towards the end, I wasn't even having a job. I was just finding whatever to sell to take care of my addiction. And then I was just placed in prison, and that whole fun episode of my life. And I was like, yeah, I'm done. And nowadays, more so, it's me giving back to other people to realize the fact over, yeah, you can stay sober. And I mean, just pop in my face to realize that there's people out there that can do it. I mean, and just giving back to people that they gave to me per se.
My son had passed away from a fentanyl overdose. It's been 13 years and he's passed, and this opioid epidemic is getting worse.
I think more recently it's been a younger sort of demographic, maybe like 20s to 30s is the frequent, but it definitely could be anyone. It's very easy that once that prescription has been, legally started and for a purposeful reason, that it can easily just escalate from there to an abuse or, a dependence.
Anytime we see a cardiac arrest in a young patient today, it's almost always a heroin overdose. And we see the devastation that occurs in the professional lives of physicians and nurses. We see the devastation that occurs in the families of these people that essentially have just passed away.
My daughter was a beautiful, wonderful person. And the fact that she would be sitting in a car somewhere shooting drugs when you have a wonderful home with people who love you. And I don't think they know how to get help. And I don't think they understand that there's so many people that love them and that there is help for them. They just have to want it.